Nscaler 454 here, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we are making this custom 3D printed storage tank, so stay tuned. This is the storage tank that we're going to be building. I've designed this to be printed in 3 separate sections. Well, technically 4, but we're going to do the roof or the lid, the staircase, and the maintenance platform, which we're going to separate into a top and a bottom just to make it easier to paint. As you can see, it has a manhole cover, some valves, some pipes, so that looks pretty good. The cylinder itself, we are not going to be printing, and I'll show you why. So the entire project is being based off of this, a 4-inch ABS coupler. I got it at the local Home Depot. 1-to-1 full prototype dimensions would be 60 by 48 feet and hold approximately 1 million gallons. So it's pretty big, especially for an Nscale layout. I've gone ahead and already printed the 3D prints, and you can see here's the top. I've actually done this already once. Version 1 did not come out all that great. You can see the railings are a bit bent and wobbly. I printed it flat, which was a mistake, and I also made it too thick, you can see. But it did actually fit pretty good, funny enough. So maybe I can use it for something else or give it away or something, I don't know. But the new one looks quite a bit better. You can see the railings are much more straight because I used a lot more supports in there. Hopefully it stays nice. It's also much, much lighter. The staircase, I think, turned out really well. The only thing I have is this one little blotch right here, this slight wobble in the railing there. That's because the support broke off. And of course I have my maintenance tower, or my maintenance platform, which I built in 2 sections. So hopefully these fit together. And this is what we are going to work on first. The first step was removing the supports from the 3D prints. You have to take your time as all the little details are very delicate. I printed these on an Anycubic Mono X Resin 3D printer. I'll put a link in the description in case you're considering getting one yourself. The one side of the roof had a little bit of a droop to it, so a little bit of sanding and filing was required to get a good fit. Beginning with the maintenance platform, I sanded off any of the high spots left from the supports and laid down a thin coat of primer. Of course, I forgot to test the fitment, and as expected, a minor amount of sanding was required. I believe I could correct most of this in the 3D modeling stage. I used Model Master's concrete flat and painted the concrete areas first. I then used Tamiya's metallic gray to simulate the steel frame. I used flat aluminum to paint the staircase and platform. I was quite happy to see how visible the texture of the platform was. For any white surfaces, I used Rust-Oleum Semi-Gloss White. Because of the small area, I sprayed some paint into a tray and applied it with a brush. I moved on to some lemon yellow to carefully paint the hand railings. I applied Tamiya's light gunmetal to the piping. This is a lacquer paint, so it is not water soluble. Unfortunately, I didn't really care for how dark it was, so with the paint still wet, I applied some flat aluminum to bring out the highlights. It's difficult to see on camera, but I like the results much better. I wanted to use red for the shutoff valves, but unfortunately I didn't have any. I did have some Testors orange, but I didn't care for the color, so I went over it with some gloss tangerine, which certainly brightened it up. Moving on to the cylinder, I first removed the UPC sticker, then using some paint thinner to remove the sticky glue left behind. Before gluing the top to the cylinder, I first figured out the exact placement based on where the maintenance platform would go. I used some fast drying putty to fill any gaps between the lid and the cylinder, and then sanded it down. Some green painter's tape was used to protect the railings. Once sanded, I went about bending the wire to simulate the fill pipe. It is 039 solid wire, which would be about a 6-inch diameter pipe in real life. I then figured out where I wanted my stairs to start and cut out the appropriate railings. I've designed it this way so you can position the stairs nearly anywhere you want. Finally, it was time to glue the stairs to the cylinder, and I have to say, the stairs look great. I added a couple of manhole access covers for some additional detail, and then it was ready to paint. I painted the entire tank with Rust-Oleum semi-gloss white, and then painted the base of the stairs concrete flat, and then I was able to attach the maintenance platform and fill pipe. Then it was time to start weathering. I used the various products I had available, and to be perfectly honest, I primarily used the heavy body acrylics watered down to a variety of different consistencies. The goal was to apply the color in thin layers and to use lots of water. I would take a damp paper towel and drag down the color to simulate streaks formed from gravity. It's very difficult to see on camera, but the subtle colors definitely started to dull down the bright white base coat. I then dabbed on higher concentrates of paint using a brush or a piece of foam. I then made the unknowing mistake of applying some black weathering powder. For some reason, this pretty much etched itself into the white paint, and all I could do was try to blend.